should be good to go. Dawg, I know you can't. You under the weather still. I know you can't do your daily or your weekly forecast for us. But I hope everybody send all a message. Tell her to feel better. She got a little stuffles.
Me and Christine. Send
Oh really?
Christine
Oh yeah,
message.
Christine. Oh my God, yes.
I know,
She's coming
man.
down too.
She passed it. Actually,
Yeah,
She passed it through the
Dom
phone.
passed it to me and Dol.
I did. I did. But yeah, we're fine. But we'll be all
I
right.
know.
Do you
I
want to do
commit.
your weather forecast for
So
the
yeah, I'm
coin?
gonna go ahead and get into that.
She
Okay, all right, I got you. I got you. So let's go back to Bitcoin then. All right, guys. So Bitcoin 49K. We're looking amazing. Weather's looking healthy. We got no thunderstorms, clear skies. Everything looking mighty beautiful. All right, 49K profitable. Then we got Ethereum sitting at 3.2K. Another clear day. Looking sunny all across the board, y'all. Nothing but gains. That's all we see, right? So let's make sure that we're taking these opportunities, guys. The crypto market is booming. NFTs, everything. Get yourself invested. Use this time. Join these shows to learn what you can so you can be a part of this. All right. Cool. So Doge. Let's talk about Doge a little bit. Doge has been doing very well as well. Christine, you actually can probably give us some insight about that. Christine is
Oh,
our daily updates on or hourly or minutely. She keep us updated on Doge.
All right. I have COVID, but I'll tell you guys where we're
yeah.
at. We're at 32 cents, and it looks like we're heading towards 33, and it seems stable at 32 to 32. No, 30 to 32. I feel like in the 30s, it's pretty stable. So it
Nice.
looks
So,
good.
yep. So she said it herself, y'all. We're looking good all across. All right. So good weather. All right. Cool. So that's our weather for crypto. Tech, how you doing, my man?
Feeling pretty good, man. Pretty good, Another day
Nice.
putting in work on the blockchain.
I know it. I know it, man. We're excited to go ahead and start asking you some questions, getting to know you a little bit better. I know my panel is very excited.
Definitely.
Um, I started really following you and learning about you through the spaces, man. And you're such a knowledgeable guy. Just off of the words that you speak, it really resonates. And also you have an amazing personality. So, like I said, it's very good to meet with you today.
Appreciate that.
For sure. Let me get Jen up here. All right. So again, guys, please make sure you follow everybody on the panel. Stay updated. Tweak the room out before we continue so we can get some more people in here. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So Tech, tell us about yourself, man. How does a Marine become a crypto goat? How does that happen?
Wow. Wow. I guess it started well before that, but I joined the Marine Corps a little bit before 9/11. You guys know I'm from New York City, Harlem representative, Manhattan all day, all that good stuff. But I was fortunate, I was always about my math, always on my math, and I was one of 11 Marines chosen that year to become a computer programmer. So it really started for me in 2001. And it's been a journey, learning data, learning from the data masters out there. Started my business in 2009. We've been in business over 12 years, dealing with heavyweight corporations and just learning data. And then, this crypto thing, I didn't mean to start a cryptocurrency. But I'm sure we all have those moments of regret where you sold too early or you did something. And for me, that point was like, yo, honest to God, it was the day before, I think it was Ethereum or Litecoin shot the hell up, and I cashed out half my bag, right? And I didn't have the mindset I have now. And it was something that once I cashed it out, it made no sense to go back in because I didn't see crypto doing what it was going to do. And everything shot up. Half my bag missed it. Um, but, I was trying to figure out ways to grow my coin count. And and not that I stumbled upon mining, I was doing some very low level mining. But then I wanted to scale. I wanted to really grow my count. And I was listening to David Goxine. Shout out David Goxine. I don't know if he's in the room right now. But I was sitting in one of those chill rooms. Honest to God, this is not something that I planned or aspired to do, but I've always been capable of doing it because, I've been doing this since I was 17 years old. So I hear a lot of people shilling, a lot of nonprofit tokens and all of that stuff. And that's cool, but I don't need crypto to do nonprofit stuff. I believe a good majority of the people are in it for the money in crypto, and if they're not in it for the money, they're in it for the tech, right? No pun intended. Um, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna create a money coin, and I was like, you know what? But let's take a play on it because I'm hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? I love where I come from. I embrace my roots. I was like, let's add an extra O to that, and we're gonna make that Mooney. And on God, on the spot, came up with this. Started talking about it. Started getting a feel for it. And June 12th, I released it, man. I released it at 2 cents, and it's been a journey. All my holders are up 150x. All I do is spread knowledge. Like I'm not here just chilling Mooney coin all day because that could be a little corny. You know what I'm saying? It gets old. I'm here educating people, giving people platform. You guys see, we host the NFT Wednesdays. Show your coins, show your tokens, your projects, whatever it is. So it's like I'm helping other people build their platform as I build my platform, and I'm leading a community of Martians. Like you see those M's out there, those are Mooney fanatics. You put $1 in day one, you got $150 right now. I'm outperforming the market, and I'm not mad about it that we're not getting the visibility. We're just doing it the organic route. And I'm long winded, so stop me at any point, man.
Nah, my man, we're here for you. We're here for you. And that's awesome. And I mean, it's your project. That's what we want to learn about. We want to know what you're doing and why you're doing it, and just learn about more about you. So, um, can you tell us more in depth about Mooneycoin and what your goals are?
Definitely, definitely. So ultimately, it's a selfless project. I'm a student of the game, so it's like I've read the Bitcoin white paper. I've gone to GitHub and look at the Satoshi Group's code and analyze what they were doing. I've read Ethereum white paper, XRP, Hedera Hashgraph, Cardano, like all of this. I've consumed all of this. And, I obviously don't have the resources those guys do. Like my business does pretty good, but I'm not gonna throw all my eggs in one basket and watch everything I built, just risk it. So it's ultimately a selfless project. 21 million coins, just like Bitcoin max supply. We just passed the audit. You guys are the first to hear that. Um, but essentially, it's about building a community of miners, decentralized mining. Like literally, like I'm straight up. This is a money game. And what we're doing right now is we're standing up miners across the world and we're having them mine whatever's out there and bringing that value back to Mooneycoin. It's such a simple idea that works. We mine Ethereum next year. By the end of November next year, we're going to be at 1.6 petahash of Bitcoin mining power. So it's like we're doing it by any means. And ultimately, I'm a perish at one point, right? Like the thing that Bitcoin community has is that they're truly decentralized and it's not dependent on one person. But I feel everything has to start with someone at one point. So if go out there, go to Mooney.cc, read the white paper. We're going to stand up 7 nonprofits across the globe. They're going to hold down the Mooney blockchain, and really the holders of Mooneycoin are going to decide the future of Mooneycoin. We're working on a governance system so that people can log in with their wallet and then vote on whatever it is Mooney's going to do. Something as simple as the website color, a logo change, where we're going to stand up the next Mooney hash factory, you know, anything and everything. We're going to allow our people to make those decisions. But right now, I'm the gatekeeper. I'm holding it. I'm holding it down. I'm putting the work in every day. We just did an airdrop recently. We just airdropped close to 1.6 million coins on Ethereum blockchain. Like no knock to Binance Smart Chain, but that's like the Chuck E. Cheese factory. You know what I'm saying? If you make it out of there, more power to you. But from day one, I wanted to separate from that, and we came to the Ethereum blockchain, and we're building a community of Martians out there. We're on Discord, we're on Reddit, Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, and we're out in Twitter every day. Like we help each other every day. We're recruiting people to come in, and we're showing them, the power of working together.
Yeah, man, that's amazing. And the funny thing about it is, you're such a humble guy because you don't want to talk about your own project, but you have a spaces where you actually allow people to come up and talk about their projects and break things down for you, and that just shows how humble you really are. But
No
great
doubt.
stuff, great stuff. And I want to actually take time to learn more about Mooney. Um, and can we? You guys have a white paper and everything as well
Definitely do.
on your
We have a
website. Okay.
white paper, light paper, and a roadmap.
Nice. Okay, that's
Mhm.
awesome stuff. So I know you're big in the NFT market. Before I move over to the questions on the panel, I know you're big into the NFT market.
Mhm.
And you're pretty much an art guy yourself. You said you used to
Definitely.
do art when you were younger, right?
Definitely. So let's take it back to junior high school. I was out of the school in junior high school, Roberto Clemente. I was the only student that got into Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School, like, and that's the number. At that point, that was the number one high school in New York City. Like, I went to school with Nicki Minaj. Uh,
Oh,
my good friend is Michael Che from Saturday Night Live. He's an artist as well. But I didn't believe in my art enough to make a living out of that. So, and I didn't feel like I was ready for college. So I just jumped into the Marine Corps, and I made code my art. Um, yeah, man. But I've gotten back into it just last week. I bought an iPad Pro. I released my first NFT, but I didn't list it for sale. I don't believe in selling my work right now. Like, at that point, it's almost like you're working for everyone else to gain crypto. I'm focused on Mooney Coin, and if you see my art and you like it, give it a heart. But I'm not selling any of that stuff. And I'm also preparing my daughter. I just bought her an iPad Air, set her up with a wallet. She's 4 years old, and we're gonna see her progression in the NFT space. Honestly, I'm so selfless about crypto because I'm fortunate that I can live off my business. That I'm really doing it for my children. I got a 4 year old daughter, 4 month old son, and that's gonna be crypto royalty right there. They're gonna be known as Tech's children, and they're gonna have their own name and their own brand. So that's how deep I'm in it, man. That's how I see this. Like, I'm in it for the long haul. Cryptocurrency will consume the earth, and we're here early in the process.
definitely. We're definitely, especially that we're in the infant stage right now. So much possibilities, man. Um, so to your opinion, what exactly do you think is the next level for crypto?
I think it's happening right now. I think this NFT concept is going to grow beyond art, right? Like, we've always, what's holding us back from economic adoption worldwide is the way they treat a crypto asset, right? We call it a cryptocurrencies, but the governments don't acknowledge it as that. So it's like you have no real incentive to spend it if you didn't buy it spot value and spent it right there, because they're going to tax you. They're going to tax you. But right now, what's happening with NFTs, like art, right? You can buy art with it. You can buy access to things, and you're essentially transforming, your existing tokens, your ERC20s, your BEP20s, whatever's out there, the Cardano smart contract, you're essentially not even moving it out of the ecosystem. What I see happening is this NFT. This NFT is what's really gonna and be the bridge towards you know transitioning value into the digital space. Let's look at Louis Vuitton. Let's look at Gucci. Let's look at those brands, those basic brands that people pay high value for. Whenever you buy something at one of those stores, if your stuff is authentic and you value it, they give you a little card, right? The authenticity card, and that's where I feel NFTs are gonna start, you know, uh, wedging in. That way, if somebody say, "Hey, is your purse real?" Go scan the QR code on the inside. You know it's real. Like, for real. Like, this is how it's going. Like, Nike, same thing. They're gonna start issuing you an NFT for the sneaker you bought with a story. You already see it with Marvel on VV and Omi. They're starting to release their comic books there. They're doing sports cards there. I feel real estate is going to be the next thing. They're going to collapse that market down. All this paperwork you're doing, they're just going to issue you an NFT. So it's going to be. This is like NFTs right now. We're just looking at that face value. Like, it's a platform for artists to get preserve their work and retain residual value if that's what they so choose to do. But it's going to grow beyond that. Even sporting events, they're going to issue you an NFT. I mean, me personally, when I go to a sporting event and I got nice seats, I stack those tickets. For whatever reason, I have a stack of tickets of events, and those are my memories, right? But now they're going to live in the blockchain. everything that humanity does will be annotated and marked in history. So it's like what we're doing right now with Mooneycoin, though it's small, we're 268 holders. You know, we're breaking records right now, moving through these numbers. We're part of history, and that'll never be erased. So I feel like that's where cryptocurrency is going. Anything humanity has ever created. Let's go back to the car. Let's go back to smartphones, internet, whatever it is. It always has a bubble, you know, but it always comes back. I know you guys have heard me reference uh, Ray Kurzweil's law of accelerated returns. And that's essentially the doublings theory. Like anything humanity does that it adopts, it doubles and doubles, and it gets faster, and it gets better, and it gets bigger. And that's what cryptocurrency is going to be next. And they're going to tie that in with the Internet of Things. And you'll be able to, it's almost like as a kid, they tell you like God sees everything. Blockchain will be the eyes and ears, and you'll be able to always reference whatever happened in humanity through blockchain.
Exactly. It's kind of like the big brother now.
It's like the big brother. Yeah.
And I actually seen some research on NFTs even being incorporated into like tracking people who create dances and people being able to monetize, more unique things like that. And that's crazy. That's amazing that people can make money from a dance,
Unlimited. Even to the point on Wednesday, there was this one NFT artist. I forgot his name. This guy created a deflationary NFT asset, and it was the aliens one.
Tech, was it? Sorry to interject. Was it Beeple?
No, it wasn't Beeple. I forgot his name, but he created essentially what this guy did, and his team. This guy and his team. They created an NFT, very limited supply, 8,000 of them. And the game that they're playing is you got to make these NFTs together to create a more exclusive NFT. So once you take two NFTs and you make one NFT, the value of those two NFTs converges into the new one, and now you have one less NFT on the blockchain. So it's gonna be it's interesting. It's gonna be a race to see who can get the most powerful NFT and at what cost.
Find the coin, how to purchase it. Can you walk us through so people can write that down or even kind of do it as you're telling them?
Definitely. So start off with mooney.cc. So it's mooney.cc. And that's gonna have all the information. It's gonna provide you the charts and all that good stuff. But if you scroll to the bottom, there's a widget that'll allow you to buy it on the website from Uniswap. We're an ERC20 token, so we're on the Ethereum blockchain. You can get it from Uniswap, and you got to have a Trust wallet, a MetaMask, a Coinbase wallet, a SafePal. Any one of those types of wallets will allow you to connect, but you need some Ethereum or any ERC20 token. So you can buy it with USDT, USDC. Very simple process if you're in the crypto game. If you're not at all in the crypto game, I would advise you to go start off at Coinbase or Binance.us or Crypto.com. Build your position there, and once you figure out how to get some Ethereum into a wallet off the exchange, it's a pretty easy process. And it's just pick your Ethereum. We have some buttons that will automatically import the Mooneycoin into the swap, and then you got Mooneycoin in your wallet. Pretty straightforward.
Hey, sorry, Tech. What's the URL for that again?
www.mooney.cc.
Hey, Tech.
What's up,
Thank you guys for the platform first and foremost. But Tech, if you want to educate the listeners, why did you choose Ethereum blockchain opposed to the BNB one?
Oh man, I want the long-winded answer or the short one.
It's up to the listeners and the speakers.
We want it all.
You want it all. You can give it. All right. So let's take it back beyond Mooneycoin, right? Let's go back to Bitcoin and about the 5-year head start it's had on Ethereum, right? And it's a limited supply coin, right? So in terms of blockchain cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is the granddaddy of it all, the big daddy. But if you look at it, and let's compare this to a race on a circular lap, Bitcoin had 5-year head start on Ethereum. But if you go back to 2014 when Ethereum came out, 2014, 2015, Ethereum has been hawking Bitcoin down in terms of the ratio of how many Ethereums can buy you a Bitcoin. And I buy Bitcoin every day. I buy $50 worth of Bitcoin every day. I dollar cost average, and then occasionally, I dropped a few $1,000s here and there whenever I'm feeling sprucey. Um, but in terms of utility, Bitcoin is the ultimate savings account, right? It's a very limited supply, so the price can run. And ultimately, with the way governments print money, it really has no top, right? But then let's flip it over and look back at Ethereum. Ethereum, it's about 118 circulating coins, uh, but it's all utility. It really is all utility. It allows you to build things like Bitcoin in its ecosystem, in its blockchain, i.e., Mooneycoin. It's the father to DeFi, right? Swapping, Uniswap. It's really the DApp, decentralized applications. So it has all these capabilities in it, and you look back, it's like, man, it's really been hawking Bitcoin down. And now with this new EIP 1559, which somewhat makes it deflationary, now it has a path to really start eating into Bitcoin's lunch. Um, and we just saw that over the past month when EIP 1559, that was the leader of the pack, and I think right now it's a little under a tenth of a Bitcoin an Ethereum can buy you. But if we look at the trajectory and with Ethereum 2.0 coming out and the quality of the projects that come out there and being associated with that brand, I foresee a day, and I know the Bitcoin Max is going to kill me for saying this. Um, Half of Bitcoin will get you in Ethereum or vice versa, right? So if you understand the way liquidity pools work, and once you peg yourself to one of these tokens, and that token goes up, and that coin goes up, your token goes up with it. So it's almost like you're strapped to that token's value. So by holding Mooneycoin, you're essentially holding Ethereum, and the reason, and then the plain reason, you know, apples and oranges, or what black and white, why I picked Ethereum over Binance Smart Chain is the ecosystem, the community, the people that are tied to it. There's a lot of crappy coins that come out of Binance Smart Chain. A lot of scammers in Binance Smart Chain. And on top of that, Binance Smart Chain is a fork of Ethereum. If I'm gonna do anything in life, I'm gonna go to the original source. I'm not gonna go buy a Coach bag. If I want a bag, I'm gonna go buy the LV. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go buy the Gucci. I'm gonna go to the top end of the line because they established the trend. They set the pace. So long-winded answer. That's essentially why I'm doing it. And what's interesting about it, we started Mooneycoin on a down market. So what I'm telling you right now, I didn't realize what we had done. We started Mooneycoin when the market started tanking. And now that the market is up, it's so crazy to see that the value of your coin goes up when someone sells your coin. It's mind-boggling. Like the other day, someone sold, I think it was 5,000 Mooneycoin, and because Ethereum was going up, the value of Mooneycoin still went up. So in terms of longevity, I'm a Bitcoin maxi. Like I said, I buy it every day, but I also believe in the technology and the history of Ethereum and Vitalik being behind it. I wholeheartedly believe in that.
Thanks, Tech.
Nice. Anybody on the panel who wants to ask a question? Go ahead.
I
I
could
have a
ask them,
question.
or if you guys go ahead now.
Oh, thanks. So, hey, Tech, thanks for being here. This is awesome. I'm looking at
Hey,
your
Hannah.
website, and
Hmm.
you mentioned that you're focused on responsible cryptocurrency mining. I was wondering if you could describe a little bit more what you consider responsible mining, what irresponsible mining looks like, and also, do you have any concerns about sustainability in the future?
Okay, so you guys are aware of the whole, I guess Elon creating the waves he created by saying, hey, we can make this more eco-friendly. Uh, we could start applying renewable energy to it. Start really improving the source of energy. Though it's a small footprint in the grand scheme of things, we know crypto is going to keep growing. And if you could improve the process of how you harness energy and use it to mine, the earth is going to be better for it. But on top of that, there's a lot of other little things that you can do. Since we're a grassroots movement, we got people starting from home right now. Like we're at a little over we range from 2.8 gigahash to 3 gigahash, which generates about $6,000 to $8,000 a month, depending on the congestion of the network. But one thing that we do is, as a community, and I was the first one to start it, I put up $45,000 to stand up a 1.2 gigahash mining rig, clean as hell, clean as hell. I'll post a picture shortly up top. But I was the first one to say, hey, if this is gonna work, I gotta believe in what I'm saying first, right? And obviously, I mean, I do it from my house, so I'm pulling energy from the grid. So I'm no different than a coal miner in China, except in the state I'm in, they use a lot of renewable energies. But essentially, the game is to get off the grid as fast as possible, and to get off coal energy, get off on renewable sources. So one of the things we do as a community, and we have a Twitter chat where once a miner comes on board, we in-dock them, we welcome them to the crew, and then we start asking questions to see, how they're performing, how much energy they're using. Like if you plug in a GPU into the grid, and you don't tune it off the break, it's going to want to use 100% energy, and it's not going to be as efficient as it could be. So as a community, what we do is we help you tune it so that you're using 30% less energy and you're getting the max output, so that you're gaining more money and you're spending less money on electricity. That's one of the things we've been doing organically as a grassroots movement. The other side of it is, I know you guys heard me mention that we'll be at 1.6 petahash of Bitcoin mining power over the course of the next year. So starting in December, from December to November, we will be adding one new Bitcoin miner a month, and this will be on a fully self-sustained renewable energy factory. We've struck a deal with, I can't name them because the agreement, but we have a deal with this corporation, and we'll be standing up miners on fully self-sustainable energy. And from February to July, we'll be standing up another 6. So in 2018, from December this year to 2018, we will be releasing 18 Bitcoin miners as of right now, which will be on fully self-sustained renewable energy, which is going to take our footprint of 3 gigahash. You got to think that's like $3 to 1,000. So over 99.5% of our hash power will be on clean energy. So it's all about preserving the earth, because I'm the money man. I love money, but at the same time we got to protect the earth. I got children. We can't just leave them, a sludgy ocean and a bunch of dirt everywhere. So if you could do it the right way, you do it the right way. We have a choice. So why not do it the right way?
Hey, Tech, do you want to get into the redistribution that happened about 2 weeks ago, and that's going to happen again?
Definitely. So we have the concept of halving baked into our token release schedule. Like, we didn't release 100% of our supplies day one of our token supply. So one thing you guys are going to see on the chart is man, Mooneycoin went from 2 cents to $5 in the course of 48 hours. Like, the demand was so crazy that the community was fighting over 40,000 tokens. It was a humbling experience. I remember we were in a Spaces chat room and everybody's celebrating, but I was sitting there like, damn, this was not supposed to go this way. I did not anticipate this, but at the end of the day, I'm a person of commitment, grit. I'm relentless. I was like, we're gonna figure this out. And over the course of weeks, the price went from $5 down to 56 cents, and we bottomed out at 56 cents, and then we worked our way back up to $1, and we hovered around 70 cents and $1 for about 6 weeks. Now, I'm a person of integrity. I like to protect people if I could protect people. And one thing I realized, I'm the whale in the room. I control the price, right? I'm the smart contract leader. So let me figure out a way to make this more appealing, because I'm not ignorant to the fact that Mooneycoin isn't worth $1. We were only out 6 weeks at the time. Dogecoin is trying to get to $1. So one of the mistakes, or it might have been the silver lining in all this, was I released too low an amount of tokens, right? And I'm talking to the community. We're disagreeing, going back and forth on what we should do. And then I came up with I was like, you know what? We're gonna tank the price. But normally when the whale tanks the price, they don't give you the fair value of what you have. They ain't giving you no tokens. So now you got a fraction of what you invested in. You stuck with holding the bag until the value gets back up. And I'm not okay with that. So what we did was something we called a redistribution. We took the price from, it was like $1.06 or something like that, and we brought it down to 3.4 cents. And what I did, I gave all of my holders who have been holding, because I believe we got one of the strongest, holding communities out there, because they believe in the message, they believe in the tokenomics, they believe in the concept of going out and mining and bringing that value and bringing it back to Mooneycoin. What I did was I multiplied their holder count by 25x. So like if you had 1,000 coins, now you got 25,000 coins. So that you're not looking at Mooneycoin like, damn, they screwed me over, right? And this is something we're gonna do periodically to adjust to create demand. And it was so crazy. The community loved it so much, and Twitter was watching, that we went from 3.4 cents. This isn't even 2 weeks ago, and right now we're at. I haven't checked the charts right now. I'm not looking because I'm talking to you
Tech, I
guys.
believe last time I checked, we were at 13, or you were at 13.
Nah, we were at 14.5 earlier, like not even an hour ago. So we went from 400x or whatever that is in a matter of 2 weeks, because the people are starting to believe what I'm doing. That like, this is not a money play for me. I'm the whale in the room. And what I've learned is that these roller coasters that they put us through is because they, greed, or, to shake out hands. And I'm not saying that isn't going to ever happen, because I can't control who buys the token. But while I got the power, we're going to have stability. And that's what's allowing the value to go up the way it's doing. On top of these miners are mining. These miners are mining, and about every 6 or 7 days, they're buying back. They're buying at spot value, and they're holding. You know what I'm saying? They believe in the token that much, as well as riding the value of Ethereum. And we've started mining Ravencoin. December, we start mining Bitcoin. We're gonna stand up Dogecoin miners. We're gonna stand up. We're gonna take the value out of anything that will allow us to extract that value, and we're gonna bring it back home. And that's how I'm moving, man, with integrity. I put in my time on this earth. Like, honestly, like, everyone's journey is differently. I put in my time as a Marine, gave my time to country. So you already know off the break, like, I ain't give a fuck about my life that much. I care more about my country, And then my daughter was born 4 years ago. I went to Georgetown and got a leadership degree, which allows me to speak to you the way I do. And then 4 months ago, my son was born. That was like the lightning rod to my brain. Like, it just like electrified, like this jolt just came through me, and I'm so laser focused. Like, my energy doesn't stop, and I'm here to work until I get as much of these tokens properly in the right manner into these people's hands, and grow this mining operation to the moon. Like, if we're gonna be at 1.6 petahash in its first year, imagine what we're gonna be at in 10 years with the same tokenomics Bitcoin has. So the price can run with the way we have it set up. And our whole, shout out to all the Mooney Martians out there, those M's you see out there. Those are people who believe in the project. They're up 150x on their dollars. And it's going to continue to be that, and it's going to continue to grow, because I have no reason to dump. I run my business. My business partner, Isaac Barnes, he's in the crowd out there. I just saw him, and we're doing this, one day at a time, doing it the right way. Yeah, man. Yeah. A lot of passion. I love doing this, man. Humbling.
So I have another quick question for you, Tech. I'm looking. Sorry, Ru. I'm looking at your white paper. So I find it interesting that you created this project with zero tax to buy or sell. That seems like so many projects now have those tokenomics built in. Was there a reason why you avoided that?
I didn't feel the need to do that. I feel like that's a trap. I like giving people the ability to move freely. And I think the good example of that is SafeMoon. I'm a SafeMoon billionaire. I hold SafeMoon, but you're sort of trapped when you lose 10% going in and you lose 10% going out. Like, that's tough, especially on the back end. Let's say if you took a certain amount of money and you got it to X, that you got to give one of your fingers back. I always equate it to fingers. We all start with 10 fingers. If going in, you're losing a finger, you're not feeling good already, because now you got to wait for it to go up back whole. And if going out, your fingers grew a whole lot, you got to You got to get one of those back. It's just not to me, it's not a good vibe, you know? And we're at the lowest amount of tax, which is 0.5%, which is not even, it's half of 1%. And I'm okay with that. I'm not here to make money off of people's backs. I'm really here to build a community, build an ecosystem. I'm playing the long game, and give the people the freedom to, you know, do whatever they want. That's ultimately how I'm moving. We're not even charging our miners to be part of the community, because if you do something with the right heart and the right intention, everything else is going to fall in place.
Yo, Hannah, did you have something else?
I feel that.
Sorry.
Exactly. I'm saying, man, respect to you, brother.
I mean, I
Seriously,
got
'cause-
for sure.
nah, because honestly, you're leading the next generation of developers and
No.
founders. All right. With that type of mentality, that's what people are gonna start wanting, and that's what the space is gonna evolve into. Because you're like a sense of security for investors. And I mean, you just hearing what you said, I don't see much developers, you know, communicating stuff like that or willing to do stuff like that because their intention isn't the project; is more so securing the bag. And I mean, that in itself is a huge catalyst, and I feel like everybody should be checking out Mooney Coin that's on this call, especially, and make sure that it gets the, you know, the interest that it deserves. But nah, man, shout out to you for that.
Appreciate
Hey, I
that,
think
man.
Queen has a question. Queen, you can go ahead.
Great. Now I couldn't find my mute button. Sorry.
What's up,
Hey,
Queen?
Tech. So I was going to ask you, and it kind of explained itself. I was going to ask you what your Martians were, but I now have figured out that that goes along. So you've talked about how we get into it and how the miners are doing their thing. Where do you think, where do you want Mooney Coin to be in a year?
In a year, I'm not going to talk price point, right? That I'm
No,
gonna let the
no,
people
not
decide
price
that.
point. Like
But I'm
yeah, what
hoping,
do you see?
I'm hoping we're at, you know, close to 3 petahash of hash power. We're at least 100 miners contributing, you know, consistently. And we have our governance system up. You know, in terms of the roadmap, we were like, I didn't allow any miner to contribute to Mooney Coin until we built the miner tracking system. Like, we're able, like, and we're only, it's a unique situation because I'm a developer and I'm leading. I put in the work and wrote that white paper day one. Took me a month to do it, and at the same time, I built the miner dashboard, which tracks every miner's uptime. I'm not about spitballing how much I owe you in terms of your effort. So that was the first thing that I focused on. Was we built the miner dashboard, tells them their uptime, tells them how much value they extracted from the blockchain, and then we're able to pay them out exactly what they earned on top of, you know, a 7.77%. So
Nice.
you know, so, and that's how we're doing it, you know, building organically, enticing these people to come in, and contribute. But if we could get to 3 petahash, you know, the community right now is worth, the liquidity is worth $80,000. The investment that I've made in Bitcoin miners is going to generate, at the current rate, is going to generate close to $240,000. So just think about, and that's not even counting the current miners that are already bringing in close to 50K. So the community is going to grow at least 3x if nobody bought or sold anything over the course of the year. So, you know, all I see is, you know, the governance system is hopefully going to be up where, you know, people can connect with their Trust wallet, with their Coinbase wallet, with their MetaMask. And if we put up something for debate on what direction we should go, let the people decide. And we have those two things in play. We keep improving on the miner dashboard and improving on the governance system, which is the core of all of this. We're going to be better off for it. And we're also going to have the first nonprofit stood up. We're going to stand it up in Wyoming because you know that state makes sense.
Yes, it does.
And then that'll be when we transition to the multi-sig wallet, and you know multiple people are approving what's happening on the network instead of just tech doing all the
Right.
decision making.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Hey, Rue, can I
Yeah.
ask one more quick question?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, Tech, I see that you're listed on TradingView. How do you get your project listed on TradingView? I mean, not how, but what's the process you have to go through for that?
Man, that's news to me. So I mean, the information out there is being scraped. They're looking at the decks to see what projects are making the most traction. So we're able to get listed on a lot of sites, but the two key sites, and it's eating at me, is really CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko.
Right.
Those are the ones that really put the value, show you the dollar value in your wallet, and show you the little icon so that Trust Wallet can host your icon. But the community is holding so strong that CoinMarketCap reached out to me this week. Shout out to CoinMarketCap, because we'll get on there eventually. And they were like, listen, you got all of the credentials necessary to be here. You don't have the trading volume. So I'm like, damn, I didn't pick BNB where you could do transactions for basically nothing. And I have one of the strongest holding communities. So we're gonna have to put in a little more work to get on CoinMarketCap.
Mm-hmm.
But TradingView, they're scanning the dexes. They're looking for the projects that are growing their liquidity and have volume. So it's a combination. Some of it is passively absorbed because they're data aggregators, and then some of it, you have to meet the thresholds of the qualifications to get on it. But ultimately, the project leader has to put in the work, submit all the applications, do the interaction with the exchanges, and all that good stuff. And we have been having discussions. I'm not going to put a name out there with one of the top. I'm not even going to put it, because if I say the top exactly, one of the top 100 exchanges. I'm going to leave it at 100 so you guys don't know exactly who we're dealing with. And they're looking at listing us. They love what we're doing. And I feel once we get on a centralized exchange, the fees will be much cheaper to transact in. And then the CoinMarketCap and the CoinGecko and all that stuff, that'll take care of itself.
See, now I got to investigate. I'm going to go check that top 100.
Had to give you that rate.
So I got one more question for you. Kind of a hard question. What happened on the 8th of August? I'm looking at your chart.
That's the redistribution. That's redistribution.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. We went from circulating, I think it was close to 300,000 tokens circulating, to 2.6 million. And that's where we did the 25x, where we dropped the token down to 3.4, and we 25x everybody who was holding. And honestly, that was such a great gesture, because it's like, all right, you dropped the value of it and you gave us more tokens, but really, they grew their percentage of the holding. And if you're playing the long game, and because we have similar tokenomics to Bitcoin, I honestly believe we're going to get to those numbers over the course of the next, 8 to 9 years. I just invested in your future. Your dollar is multiplying. I didn't expect this to even be at almost 15 cents today. That's not even, what did you say? That was August what?
It was August 8th.
14.6.
What was it?
14.6.
14, and what's today's date? It's not even a month has passed, and we've already 4x'd that.
Today's the 20th.
3x'd it, whatever, 3x, 4x'd it in 12, 13 days. So it's like we're gaining, we're eating it up. And the way our tokenomics is structured, we're following Bitcoin's release schedule, which I feel is the genius in all of this. We never dump everything out so that somebody could come in and scoop it all up. We're releasing just enough to gain traction and have the liquidity pool drive the price up. So yeah, that's what happened. So it's like, you got to tell the story, because I think there's one called Farm on Coinbase. And if you look at it, you mean that was a crazy start. It started off at 30,000. But the charts don't tell you how much volume is circulating, or when airdrops are done, or redistribution, or halvings are done. So do your research, do your own research to see why these charts are looking the way they do.
Tech, are you actively looking for miners? And if so, how's the process?
Every day, we're looking for miners every day. So we just recruited 2 miners this week. Reach out to me, reach out to one of the Martians. I'd say DM me, but a lot of DMs, if you're not my friend, they go into that unknown stranger's message.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tweet in at me, and I'll address it, or one of the Martians will get with you, and we'll connect you to the network. We also have, one side of MooneyCoin that I haven't done justice to is the education aspect of it. And we're creating videos to show people how to mine, educate them on cryptocurrencies, speaking to what the life of a miner is like. And there's a video on the website that shows you how to become a Mooney miner and what you got to do.
Shout out Bob.
Yeah, shout out Bob Zukowski. He's putting in work every day. Shout out to Winehouse. He's the #2 miner. Shout out to Tupac. Like these guys are out there mining every day, and we collab. We work as a unit. Like one thing that I learned in the Marine Corps is that there's strength in numbers, right? Like anyone can take a Marine or kill a Marine or capture a Marine if he's rolling by himself, right? You can't do that when you're rolling as a pack. So it's like there's definitely power in numbers. That's why this is working right now. So that's what we're doing with Mooneycoin. We're trying to build a community that moves together, makes decisions together and invest together. And next thing you know, we're gonna have big hash factories sitting off the major interstates across Texas, Alaska, I-95 corridor on the East Coast. Like that's the visions I'm having. Once we have that buying power as a community, we're gonna buy these big buildings and multiply our hash value, and then bring way more value back in. But we're doing it as a whole, as a collective, which allows you to move and make bigger decisions.
Yeah, just to kind of piggyback off what Tech
Andrew,
said. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say that mining is a form of passive income. That's all.
Definitely. The form of passive income.
Yep. So I just wanted to say, so we can move on to the next phase. I wanted to get a few people up. Please request if you want to ask Tech some questions. Andrew, I appreciate the questions. And we can move on to the game. Definitely, brother. And Tech, man, we appreciate everything, man. We appreciate the knowledge, and we appreciate you breaking down Mooneycoin. If you guys want to learn more about his projects and everything that he's about, make sure you follow him, guys. I posted at the top. You can see Mooney.cc. That's the website. Direct link to the website if you want to learn more. Like he said, they have the white paper and the light paper and everything that you need to know about the project. So make sure you do that due diligence and learn more, and support him.
No doubt.
All right, we got any questions, y'all?
We have.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we was about to put that in the game, but we couldn't find any rhymes. So yeah.
Come on. All right, who can rhyme Cardano right now?
All right, whoever can rhyme Cardano right now is the winner for the day.
Go ahead, Tech. You freestyling. Pretend like pretend this is like the street block party.
Yeah, somebody get some beatbox going.
I'm the co-founder of Ethereum. I'm the new kid in the block, so I'm putting fear in them. My smart contracts come out at the end of the month, and my subunits are called Love Laces. Who am I?
Okay, on the spot.
Well, I tried.
No, you were supposed to put Milano in there.
No, go
you
ahead.
You supposed to put
Milano. Yeah, you right.
Milano.
Or Poblano.
There you go. I'm mild,
of
just
was,
like Poblano.
Only thing I could think of was Hardano, but I thought
Hardano. I guess.
Hardano. Wait, Kia. Kia thinks she could do it. Kia can rhyme it. Kia's putting her hands up.
I bet she can.
Come on up.
Just Kia thinks she can do it.
Request Kia.
Bring her up. Request up.
Hit that request, Kia. Oh, there
Come
she
talk
goes.
your shit.
Hold on, I think I got too many people up here.
I'll step down.
We're getting drop kick. What would you say, Tech? What we gotta do?
Yo, who's getting pushed off the boat? Who's getting pushed off the boat in the scuba diving suit to swim with the turtles?
Queen says she'll drop down for a second for Kia.
All right, you swim with the turtles.
All right, she coming up.
Yo, Rue is crazy, bro. Rue.
I've been around y'all too damn long. That's why. I've been in both y'all spaces every day.
All right,
Kia. Okay, Kia.
Okay. Everyone thinks I'm fine now while I'm eating my Milanos and sipping my wine, though.
Cardano.
Go ahead, Nikki. I see you.
Bars. Oh my God.
Yo, they about to slide in her DMs real quick.
Open those DMs up, girl.
Open them DMs.
They're gonna be cool.
We gotta have a crypto poet night, man. This is hilarious.
Yo, they knocking on her DMs like Game of Thrones when that dude's holding it back from all those fucking assassins trying to get through.
What?
All right, y'all.
That was it for the game. Shout out Jen, great host. But that's all we got, man. Appreciate you, Tech.
I appreciate you guys having
Andrew,
me.
Dominic, everybody on the
Thanks,
panel.
guys, for having us. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank
Shout
you,
out to
Thank
Ted.
Marine
you.
Corps
Can
and the Martians.
Can everyone please follow everyone on the panel, and please follow Cryptalk for more updates, and also OTC Club on Sunday, 9
Oh
p.m.
yeah, dog.
correct?
Go ahead. Tell them about Sunday.
Who do we have this week?
Hey, everybody. Yeah, go ahead and follow the OTC Club and hit that reminder button so that you can get updates on all the OTC Club spaces. We have Crypt Talk today, Fridays. We have West Coast Wednesdays on Wednesdays. And on Sundays, we have the OTC Club. This Sunday, we have Shamar Aglin. Woo woo. He hit them runners, y'all. Go ahead and
Beast.
tune in. Yeah, tune in.
That money.
All righty.
Shout out
Bye
Marine Corps. We
bye.
see you.
Thank you, Ted. See ya.
Thanks, David,
All
for
right,
the
man.
night music.